My name is Neil Hunter. I'm a detective for the Philadelphia Police Department. Philly. What a town. After about 10 years in the force, I've learned it's a fantastic city. Yeah, sure, it's a little rough around the edges, but just about every city's like that if you think about it. I've lived here my whole life, but I'll tell you from experience, if you think spending a day in Philly sounds crazy, you really don't want to be here at night.
Come on! You see that, Neil?
What?
Some asshole in a Vespa just pulled around those cars at the red light up there and almost hit some old guy with a cane.
Alright, well, let's bust him.
It's too late now, he's gone.
Damn Vespas. Did you hear about that guy yesterday who crashed his Vespa?
No.
Yeah, it was on the news last night. Some guy and his girlfriend were out on 422 near Valley Forge, and a deer ran across the highway, and both of them got thrown off the bike, and neither of them was wearing a helmet.
Shit. They dead?
Oh, fuck yeah, of course. But here's the messed up thing. The deer got back up and took off.
Well, it's been one huge fucking deer. I never knew of a deer to just get up after a 60-mile-per-hour collision.
Yeah, against a car, of course not. But, you know, against a Vespa only weighs like 200 pounds, and whitetail can get up to about 400.
Get out.
Seriously, I've shot a few that size. Come by my house sometime, I'll show you. I got their heads mounted in my living room. You hunt at all?
I used to before I started college. Haven't since.
Why not?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Try me.
Alright then, but first I gotta ask you, what's the craziest thing you've seen when hunting?
I don't know. Occasionally I might see a couple deer screwing. That's about it.
Alright, so the summer before I started college, I was hunting with a friend of mine up in the Poconos. So we hiked out into the woods, and about an hour or so after that, we came across these huge boulders. Well, as we got a little closer, we noticed the opening in the boulders that led to a big cave. I had a flashlight in my pack, so I went in first, while my buddy stayed behind to cover me in case the mountain lion or a bear was sleeping inside. As I turned on my flashlight, something caught my eye. I turned my flashlight that way and...
Now let me guess, you saw a bear screwing a mountain lion.
Fuck no, man, it was crazier than that.
Alright, we'll get to the point.
I shined my flashlight and I saw a condom wrapper.
Big fucking deal. I see enough condom wrappers on the street every day to reshingle my roof.
Hold on, I'm not finished. I walked in a little further and I saw the condom itself.
And?
Well, all I can say is, either the girl found out the guy was cheating on her, or he tried to get a blowjob from a mountain lion.
What the fuck's that supposed to mean?
I'm saying the guy's bloody severed dick was still in the condom.
Ah, shit! This is the most fucked up, disgusting shit I've ever heard, man.
That's the 100% truth.
Oh, fuck. That's messed up. You know, did you tell the police or something?
Nope, and we never heard of anybody showing up at the hospital with their dick cut off. You'd think that kind of thing would make the news up there.
Yeah. You know what? I think it might not be too far off about the girl finding out the guy was cheating on her, though. Because here's, think about it this way. Okay, so she finds out that he's cheating on her, and so she lures him out there for a romantic hike, and they get in the cave and start to get it on, and then she pulls out a knife.
Cuts his dick off, right? But then how come he didn't show up in the hospitals around there? Unless she...
Killed him and hid his body in the rocks? Yeah. You and your buddy are probably within feet of his corpse. So, assuming it was never found, after about 10 plus years of foxes and vultures and bugs and shit eating it, and dead leaves piled on top of it, we'd be lucky to find his fucking teeth.
Holy shit.
All units in the area at 23rd Street and Gunner Avenue, please respond.
Yeah, this is Unit 6910, we're in the vicinity. What's the situation?
We have a 10-4 turnout at 23rd.
10-4, we're on our way.
Dead guy, huh?
Yeah, my guess some druggie decided to get high behind the pharmacy. You know, buy the drugs, go around back to get high. Guess he overdosed. I've seen this kind of thing happen all the time.
Oh, God.
Dispatch, this is 6910. We need a coroner ASAP.
10-4, 6910. We can confirm that the individual is deceased.
The individual is definitely deceased. What's the story?
The coroner says she died from a throat wound.
No shit.
Go fuck yourself, Neil. The coroner said it doesn't look like a homicide.
Really?
Yeah, it looks like more like a big fair of dogs running around here.
Okay, Brent, what do you think of that?
That would make a lot of sense, except the hairs I found so far are human, not animal. The only thing I don't get is how she stayed alive long enough to bleed all over the place.
This doesn't look like an animal bite. Looks like the attacker took the time to avoid puncturing the windpipe. Looks like the work of some sadistic creep. My guess is that he takes a knife, stabs her a couple times in the throat, and then lets her bleed out. And then when he's done, he cuts it up a little more to make it look like an animal attack.
How does he do that?
He's a crazy analytical genius. He used to work for the crime lab, but for some reason he decided his talents would be more useful in the detective work. He taught me everything I know.
Yeah, but not everything I know.
Neil, you see that? Looks like she fought back.
Have you ever seen blood this color?
Nope.
Run some tests on this when we get back to the lab. Alright, Eric, you can call in the meat wagon. I think we're done here.
Alright guys, we gotta go back to the station. We got reports to fill out.
Next time you decide we're responding to a homicide case, there's gonna be 2 bodies for the coroner. That was way too much paperwork. My SATs didn't take that long.
Well, you're a detective now, get used to it. Well, anyway, you know, your parents will probably be happy to hear about your first big case, huh?
Yeah, they'll be glad I'm not a total fuck up. What about your parents?
My parents are both dead.
Ah, shit, I'm sorry man, I didn't know.
Yeah, it's okay. They both died when I was really young, like 1 or 2. Died in the fire. Going through foster homes. And when I was 18, went to college, then went to police academy. Rest is history.
Yeah, well, both my parents are assholes. Always arguing about stupid shit, with me in the middle. You might have dodged a bullet.
Yeah, so anyway, what came back from the lab?
Oh, the test from the lab said the blue stuff on the knife was blood. But they don't understand why it would be that color. Wait a minute, can't blood be blue if it has no oxygen in it?
No, you're making the classic mistake there. The veins are blue, the blood inside them is purple.
Well then, how come the blood was blue?
Well, I have a theory, it's a long shot. I read this medical journal a few months back. It's about this guy a couple years ago in Vancouver. He was taking too much of this prescription medication, and it turned his blood green.
Freaky shit.
Yeah. Speaking of freaky shit, Philadelphia police, freeze! Drop the weapons, both of you. Drop the weapons, sir.
Oh shit, get the fuck off me!
I think we should help your friend.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened here?
That psycho tried to bite me. And then he shot him.
Vampire.
What?
A vampire. See for yourself.
Alright. Fangs. And blue blood. Well, I don't know if he's a vampire, but he's definitely our murder suspect. Well, thanks, sir. You've helped us track down a psychotic killer. I'm just a little confused, though. Why do you think he's a vampire?
'Cause I'm also a vampire.
Got any proof of that, sir? Maybe you can turn to a bat for us, or maybe just give me the address of your coffin?
How's this?
Holy shit!
Fuck?
Okay, I'll believe that.
Yeah.
But wait, why'd you say my partner? I thought vampires are supposed to drink human blood.
I don't drink human blood, but I can't explain now. More vampires will be on the way. The garlic in this blood will temporarily blind them and destroy their sense of smell, which should give us enough time to get back to my place. If you want answers, you'll have to come with me.
Where's Kurt?
Dead. He was following those police from this morning. And he killed him.
Where's the body?
They took it with them. I would have followed, but...
But you drank the blood that was left behind with garlic in it. I expected incompetence from Kurt, leaving that woman's body in the alley for any human to find. But I expect better from you, Solomon.
I will not fall for their tricks again, sir.
I understand how difficult it is. We're all starving, and fresh human blood is becoming increasingly difficult to obtain.
Sir, aren't you worried that he and the police officers will reveal Kurt's body to the public?
Even if he did, the humans of today are more intelligent and skeptical. Fear and superstition have given way to science and reason. Humans today believe vampires are a myth. In a few weeks' time, find themselves severely mistaken.